For centuries we ran their fields, pulled their carts, fought their wars in silence. Then came the evolution, the hybrids, born half horse, half human, walking between two worlds that never wanted us. They made room for us in their cities, in their schools, in their businesses, but never in their hearts. Some of us learned to play the game, slipping into their designer suits, counting their money, shaking their hands, while they whispered about us behind closed doors. Others, we ran the streets, built our own kingdom in the alleys they were too afraid to step into. They say the world has changed, that we've evolved, that the days of stables and chains are long behind us. But every time I walk into a room, every time I step onto their sidewalks, I feel it. Those eyes, those whispers, those unspoken rules that were never meant for us. We were supposed to be equal. We were supposed to live among them, work beside them, build this society together. But the truth? The truth is written in the laws they don't speak out loud. The truth is in the doors that close, just as we walk up. In the security guards who follow us through the high-end stores. In the way they clutch their bags a little tighter when they hear the sound of hooves on pavement. We are not like them, and they know it. Some of us blend in, the hybrids, the ones with just enough human in them to make the humans feel comfortable. They get the good jobs. They get the invitations to the parties. They get to pretend, for a while, that they belong. But the full-bloods, the ones with hooves instead of feet, the ones who can't hide what they are, we're the ones who get stopped at every checkpoint. We're the ones they push into the shadows. We're the ones whose names fill the prison rosters, whose bodies turn up in the river, whose murders never make the headlines. And then there's the rebels. They don't call themselves that, but that's what they are. The ones who refuse to be caged, refuse to be silenced. They move in the underground, speak in codes, build their own world within the cracks of the one they were never meant to be part of. That's where it all began. The night that changed everything. The night a human CEO, one of the richest men in Equinox, was found dead in his penthouse. Hoof prints in the blood. No suspects, no witnesses. Just a city on edge, and a government looking for someone to blame. And when humans need someone to blame, they always look to us. Curfews were enforced. Checkpoints popped up on every street. Any horse or hybrid out after dark, detained, beaten, disappeared. But they weren't looking for justice. They weren't looking for the truth. They were sending a message. Step out of line, and we'll remind you who really runs this city. And yet behind closed doors, in secret rooms, in the alleyways where the cameras don't reach, something else was happening. The full-bloods were tired of waiting. The hybrids were questioning their loyalty. The rebellion was growing. And in the midst of it all, there was one name being whispered more than any other. The Horsies, an old family. One of the first to rise when horses were finally given equal status. But that was just a lie they fed the public. The Horsies didn't rise because they were accepted. They rose because they fought. Because they built their own wealth, their own power, their own system. One that didn't beg for human approval. And now, when the city is at its breaking point, when the humans are sharpening their knives and the full-bloods are ready to burn it all down, everyone is looking to them. Some say the Horsies had something to do with the murder. Some say they're the only ones who can stop what's coming. But the truth is that war doesn't care about sides. It doesn't care about who started it or who wanted peace. War only knows one thing. Once the first shot is fired, there's no turning back. And the first shot has already been fired.